All right. So I feel like Dead Ends is a very appropriate title for this book. So if you didn't know, Wolverine has been dead for like, Jesus, 8 years at Marvel or something. He's been dead for a while. And they're bringing him back because, Marvel is losing money. And they finally figured out that, hey, maybe we should bring back all the characters that we trashed away to bring in these garbage tier, second-rate knockoffs. It's like, let's get rid of all of the DiGiorno pizzas that everyone likes, and let's replace them with the store brand. People will love it. So they're going to bring him back, and in typical Marvel milking the customer fashion, because all they do is milk customers for every dime they can get out of the people that still buy comics on the regular. Marvel's like, how can we just milk them? How can we take every dime possible from their pocket? The dedicated people who want to just buy it and keep up with our stuff. How can we rip them off and just take everything out of their pocket possible? Well, I got it. Let's bring Wolverine back, but let's milk the shit out of it for an entire year. We'll bring him back and we'll just it's funny what they did. So they brought him back, right? And what they did was they would have him appear at the end of a book, right? He would appear at the end of the book for like 2 pages. That was it. And it was so embarrassing. They got their own title and credits in the page. It was embarrassing. And they did that for about half a year. And then they started up Hunt for Wolverine. Now, it started off really good. It started off with a first one like this one. And then they split it into 4 weekly books that were 4 or 5 issues a piece, right? And in none of the books did they find Wolverine. None of them. He didn't even appear in any of them. And spoiler, he doesn't even appear in this one to the last page. But to be honest, you could skip that. So I skipped that whole series. I'm like, fuck this. I'm not going to read this, and I'm not going to buy him. I'll pick this one up because he'll probably appear. Nope. You know what this is? It's a fucking Cliff Notes of everything you've already read. It's a Cliff Notes. Now, the story itself, it works to set up the next one, but guess what? He's not even back yet in a main series. Nope. We got another one called Return of Wolverine. So he's not even back in his own book yet. We still have to do one more fucking event, which means another #1, which means we're going to milk the customers again. This is why Diamond, from what I'm hearing from an insider that works there, is pissed because there's so many comic book stores closing, and they're kind of getting up Marvel's ass. Because make no mistake, these store closings are because of Marvel. Marvel is killing the industry because they hire people like Jordan D. White, who says openly that he is a socialist and he hates money. You should have people that hate money driving the industry because they're not driving it for profit. They're driving it for agenda. So I'll go over this book real quick because nothing happens. Like I said, this is a summary. We get Tony Stark shows up, Daredevil. They all go to see the X-Men where Kitty Pryde's there. You even learn about how Psylocke got her old body back, so she's no longer an Asian. I'm surprised that hasn't had blowback, actually. I'm waiting for the article to come out about why it was wrong for Betsy Baddock, Bardock, or however you say her last name. I just always called her Psylocke. Got whitewashed when she was originally white in the first place. But I see people making jokes about CB Cebulski. Said we got to put her back in a white body again because of the Kiro Yoshida thing. So you really like learn everything. It's like, well, why did I just read all of those books when all you're going to do is catch me up? So you learn that Tony found a bunch of DNA for everybody on Earth in his book, and he didn't find anything. Daredevil did learn that Wolverine is alive and that he's doing evil shit and killing people. And they even sum up the Sabretooth team. Draken dies, and they don't find anything. And then you learn that Kitty Pryde, I forget what they found, but that's it. So you literally get a summary of every single book. So it's like, we're at this point now, right? Half of this $5 book was spent telling me about all of the other books that came before it, which is not only a way, it's a way to maybe we can pique their interest to go back and buy the trade paperbacks. Once again, Nightcrawler just teleports people, by the way. He doesn't do shit. I can't show you very much more, but I'm going to get ready to wrap this up. So basically, spoilers if you care about this. This guy shows up, and these are all dead mutants on the ground. They're all dead mutants. This lady shows up. She's the villain, and she tells them that if you keep looking for Wolverine, I know how to find everybody that has an X gene, a latent X gene, which they can't find because they can't find people with latent X genes, because if they do, like, they have to manifest. The X-Men have to find a manifested mutant. She can find them before they manifest now because of Mr. Sinister's database of people. So we see that she has Wolverine chained up, and he's using her, or she's using him. We don't know exactly why. We're not going to know till the return of Wolverine. This big monumental milking. Now, I'd almost like to give this comic the knife, just to trigger some people. But I'm not going to, because I like the cover. I think I might stick it up on my wall of comics that I'm starting in my little office. So I'm gonna keep it because of the cover. I like this cover. I think it's pretty sweet. But this is don't buy this. I don't recommend it. I just told you the entire plot. You can skip it. That was it. We learned that someone's controlling Wolverine, and that if you finally waited, it looks like this will be the series to read. This is going to be the only one I'm going to cover. I've been skipping it and jumping in and out because I just don't like the milking. He's coming back in this. I am going to check this out. So yeah, that's it. Marvel, you're pieces of shit, man, for the shit you pull. People have spent on that entire series probably over $100. And this is the end. This is the conclusion to the milking of Wolverine. This is the freaking conclusion. What a joke. What a joke. Marvel, you're a joke. Run by a bunch of socialists who hate money. Can't stand it. You need to get people in there that want to make a profit. That's what you need to do. That's the only way that things are going to get made and go back to being good. But anyway, that's all I got. Like and subscribe. Also, make sure you subscribe to my second channel, Yellow Flash Comics. Put a pretty sweet video up on there yesterday. Follow me over on Twitch, Yellow Flash Comics. Oh, my second channel is Yellow Flash Productions. You can find it in the link in the description. Also, if you enjoy my content, check out my Patreon. I'm not monetized. And if you enjoy my content, that helps me keep doing more of it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this trash. Let me know what you think about Marvel's dumpster policies. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.